It's not easy for me, for Jay, for Oprah. I don't want nobody to get it twisted.
It seems that embattled music mogul Sean Diddy Combs is selling his LA mansion. Combs is looking to sell the off-market for $70 million.
Is this something for you, like, you just never want to do?
It's not a word that you incorporate into your life if you want to keep being vital.
Oprah is, please call me so we can sit down and talk woman to woman. Would you please?
Oh, is it true that they paid you $1 million for the endorsement?
Not true.
Not true, okay.
I was paid nothing, ever.
You're a billionaire. God has blessed you to be a billionaire, and this is what you do?
Some new evidence connecting Oprah to the ongoing Diddy investigation has just been released and the internet is buzzing. There have been many lawsuits filed against Diddy over the past year, one of which was done by Adria English. In her suit, she claimed that she worked for Combs at the parties he threw in the mid to late 2000s. The parties in question would have been located in the Hamptons and Miami. She claimed that the drinks she was given on the job had other things in them that she didn't want. In addition to allegedly being forced to consume things, English claims she was also forced to engage in inappropriate acts she didn't want to do. In a shocking turn of events, Adria English and her legal team have parted ways. The cited reason is irreconcilable differences. The filing reads, as a result of fundamental disagreement between attorneys and plaintiff regarding almost every aspect of the litigation, including settlement demands, causes of action in the pleadings, and plaintiff's undermining behavior and questionable antics, an irreconcilable conflict and tension has developed between plaintiff and attorneys. One of the lawyers claimed that they never lost faith in her case, just in her, and that her case was great. The issue at hand was that English allegedly undermined their work and went behind their backs, doing things incongruent to advancing her case, to which English has allegedly responded with, I'm the client, you work for me. Another major point of contention between English and her representation was that they requested that English refrain from speaking to media. Sure enough, pretty soon after parting ways, English spoke to independent media, and the interview made its way around TikTok gossip pages. In the interview, English claimed that there were tunnels under Oprah's home. She sees what's going on because she's a participant. There appears to be a shortcut in the video, so it's unclear if her next statement came right after this line or if the video was edited around, but the next words that Adria English speaks in the video are, I ain't gonna say allegedly, sue me. As of right now, the information English talked about in this interview is still unconfirmed. No credible news site has confirmed that tunnels exist under Oprah's properties or that the talk show host was involved with Diddy's parties past being on the guest list. In a related vein, there was an image circulating around the internet that looked like a screenshot from a CNN broadcast with the headline, Underground Tunnels Found at Diddy's LA Home. This has been fact-checked by multiple credible news sources. The image is fabricated. Though Diddy and Oprah might not have been working together when it comes to Diddy's reason for currently being held in jail, that doesn't mean they've never interacted. He was once on top of the world, a world-renowned star, exactly the type of person Oprah would interview for her famous talk show. One particular interview from 2006 recently resurfaced, and after all the allegations against Diddy came out, the vibe has severely shifted from what it once was. Once innocent remarks now sound evil. In this particular interview, what used to be a fun exchange between the rapper and talk show host now has people doing a double take and looking below the surface. Oprah asked Diddy about the meaning behind his stage name, his real name being Sean Combs. Plus, his stage name has undergone many changes over the years. The rapper was reluctant to share the story behind Diddy, saying, it's a nickname somebody gave me. I've never told anyone that. I know you get people to tell you everything, Oprah. And that exchange doesn't seem so bad, but it's the next line that is making people uncomfortable. His conclusion was, but I can't look you in the eye and explain that one. That definitely doesn't sound great. It sounds pretty suspicious, and people are side-eyeing the moment. At the time, many people assumed that the nickname came from childhood hijinks or maybe an embarrassing story, but after everything that has surfaced about the disgraced rapper's activities behind closed doors, people's minds wander to a much darker place now. Diddy claimed in that 2006 interview that he would answer every other question but that one, further making people wonder just what could have been so bad or strange the man wouldn't share it with the world. That was the question then, at least. Today we might not have to wonder so hard about the answer. One of the biggest events of the entire Diddy situation was when his house was raided on March 25th of this year. It was discovered that the rapper owned over, allegedly, 1,000 bottles of what is rumored to have been baby oil, but is reported by BBC to just be lubricant. When news about the baby oil in particular broke, the idea was so out there that people couldn't help but want answers. Why would anyone, for any reason, need so much baby oil, and how would one even get it? Well, Combs' lawyer brought a famous bulk buying store into the conversation: Costco. They claim that people always buy large amounts of one item there all the time. Plus, Diddy had a big house and the number must have been blown way out of proportion anyways. Well, Costco was quick to detach themselves from the situation and came out with a statement that no store in the US even carries baby oil. Diddy's 2006 interview with Oprah also revealed another detail that would later be relevant. They talked about his famous white party, the party in which everyone wears white. The first was hosted on Labor Day, which is how the tradition started. Diddy wouldn't explain the meaning behind his stage name, but he was willing to explain the reasoning behind the party's theme. His parties were attended by celebrities at all different fame levels. He said that by putting everyone in one color, it was like putting them all on the same level too. Considering the party was attended by everyone from Paris Hilton to the Kardashians to Leonardo DiCaprio, it makes sense why he would want to get everyone on the same page. Diddy and Oprah have been captured partying together in the past at many other events, after parties, and just other gatherings in general, but Diddy isn't the first time Oprah has found her name tied to some questionable characters. She was famously close to the man who also had a very public falling out with Hollywood after his past transgressions came to light. He also shares a name with a popular burger chain, Harvey's, if that helps. Oprah was seemingly publicly called out by Seal for her relationship to this person. The man posted a picture to his Instagram, the top image showing Oprah kissing the person on the cheek with the text, "When you have been part of the problem for decades," and the bottom image showing the person engaging in conversation with Oprah and another woman, this one with the text, "But suddenly they all think you are the solution." Seal added his own caption to this photo, calling out an individual for hearing the rumors but not doing anything about it, and implying that the person was pretending that they didn't know what was happening. While Seal didn't explicitly name names, there were faces in those pictures, particularly famously Oprah's. So everyone assumed he was taking a dig at the talk show host. Seal insisted this wasn't the case, it just happened to be Oprah that was the one pictured with the man. It was more about the man in the picture than the talk show host. And the text was to be taken as a generalization of the entertainment industry rather than a direct attack. But Oprah also has her own related and themed scandals attached to her name, like that of the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls, the school she opened in South Africa. It was originally designed and created to be a place to uplift girls in the community, but the good deed was quickly tarnished by a scandal. The matron was arrested and faced 14 charges. In addition to those of inappropriate physical contact, the matron was also accused of physically conflicting with a dorm parent and injuring 3 while operating a golf cart. Adding more to the scandal, Oprah was later sued by the school's headmistress for defamation, asking for over $250,000. This was a direct result of the situation with the dorm matron. While that horrible legal battle was happening, Winfrey had publicly commented that she was doing a complete overhaul of the school and its faculty, and that she had lost confidence in the headmistress. The headmistress claims that these statements made it harder for her to find work. Court papers from the case read that Winfrey had originally intended to hire nurses to be the dorm matrons. However, the headmistress went a different route, and per an article from CBS News, hired 8 young women from a local company called Party Design. Winfrey's lawyers at the time wrote about this decision, saying these young women were later found to be totally unqualified to handle the position, something the headmistress had been warned about. The 2 women were expected to settle this in court, but instead came to an agreement privately shortly before the date. But what do you think about all this? Let us know, and if you're looking for more details about the developing Diddy situation, check out Biggest Secrets Diddy Has Been Hiding From Us. Thanks for watching. Bye!